The Ubuntu philosophy is a deeply rooted African concept that originates from the Nguni Bantu languages of southern Africa, particularly among the Zulu and Xhosa peoples. Ubuntu is often translated as I am because we are or humanity towards others. This philosophy embodies a set of values and principles that emphasize the interconnectedness of all people and the importance of community, compassion, and mutual respect. Ubuntu has deep roots in African cultural traditions, particularly among the Nguni Bantu speaking peoples of southern Africa. It has been passed down through generations as a guiding philosophy for communal living. The concept of Ubuntu took on new significance during the apartheid era, which spanned from 1948 to 1994. Apartheid was a system of racial segregation and discrimination that marginalized non-white South Africans, particularly black individuals. This period of oppression created a profound need for healing and reconciliation in the nation. Prominent leaders like Nelson Mandela and Archbishop Desmond Tutu played pivotal roles in promoting the values of Ubuntu. Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison for his anti-apartheid activities, emerged from incarceration with a commitment to reconciliation and forgiveness. He saw Ubuntu as a path to healing the nation's wounds. In the aftermath of apartheid, South Africa established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRUC, in 1995, chaired by Archbishop Desmond Tutu. The treaty aimed to uncover the truth about past human rights violations, provide a platform for victims and perpetrators to share their stories, and promote reconciliation. The Trasi's approach was deeply influenced by the principles of Ubuntu. Throughout the treaty hearings, Ubuntu was invoked as a guiding principle. Victims and survivors were encouraged to share their stories, and perpetrators were given the opportunity to confess their actions in exchange for amnesty. The emphasis was on acknowledging the humanity of all involved, seeking understanding, and working toward forgiveness and healing. The South African experience with Ubuntu and the Trasi captured the world's attention and admiration. It served as a powerful example of how a nation could confront its painful past and move toward reconciliation. The principles of Ubuntu continue to inspire efforts for peace and reconciliation in various conflict zones worldwide. Ubuntu underscores the idea that all human beings are interconnected. It suggests that our well-being and humanity are intrinsically tied to the well-being and humanity of others. In essence, the happiness, success, and dignity of one person are linked to those of the entire community. Ubuntu encourages individuals to show compassion and empathy towards others. It emphasizes the importance of understanding and sharing in the joys and sorrows of fellow human beings, fostering a sense of solidarity. Ubuntu places a strong emphasis on community and collective responsibility. It promotes the idea that individuals should work together for the greater good of the community, and that everyone has a role to play in supporting and uplifting one another. Ubuntu calls for a deep respect for the inherent dignity and worth of all individuals, regardless of their background, race, or circumstances. It encourages treating others with respect and recognizing their humanity. In the context of conflict, Ubuntu promotes reconciliation and forgiveness. It encourages resolving disputes through dialogue and seeking restorative justice rather than retribution. The Ubuntu philosophy aligns with principles of human rights and social justice. It advocates for fairness and equity in society, striving for a more just and inclusive world. Ubuntu emphasizes the importance of building strong, supportive, and cohesive communities. It encourages active participation in community life and working together to address common challenges. Today, Ubuntu remains an integral part of South Africa's national identity. It is celebrated in cultural events, educational programs, and as a guiding philosophy for building a more inclusive and equitable society. It serves as a reminder of the country's remarkable journey from apartheid to democracy.